Welcome back, everybody. So, a couple of things I want to remind you, and that's going to move the market next week. We do have FOMC Fed interest rate decision that's going to take place on Wednesday. Now, we also got this fear and greed index just coming off from extreme fear, still on extreme fear. I think it was 15, 16, now reading at 21. So, we're still at the stage of extreme fear, and this is when you buy the dip and sell the rip. Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock, it's up 1.82%. So Apple did go down all the way down to 208. And you can see we do have strong support here at 207. We bounced off of that level, did not exactly hit 207. And we came back up retracing. And you heard me right, retracing lower Bollinger Band, which is sitting at 212 and now trading near 214, 213. So Apple stock definitely getting absolutely destroyed. But guess what, guys? Just like the other times, this is actually a fantastic buying opportunity. I mean, when was the last time you saw Apple going down like this? We got a pullback here. It was fantastic back in August. And then we had a pullback here, went right back up to almost all-time highs. And now we are pulling back from almost 250 all the way down to 208, 207. So, nothing but a great opportunity on the biggest name on planet, Apple stock. Now, Apple going into Monday's session, key levels to watch will be right down here, 207. But we do have support at 212 because of this Bollinger Band sitting right there. If we can hold right here, we might see a push back up to 217 to retest negative sloping 5-day moving average. And over that, in the short term, Apple can go up to 220. Now, with that being said, I want to show you guys another thing. Well, the RSI was getting extremely oversold right here at, what was it, 25, and we got that bounce on Friday. So now still oversold, reading at 31. And what happens when Apple RSI gets oversold? You can see time and time it gets big bounce back up to the upside. And that's why, I've seen quite a few people, even on X, shorting into the hole right here. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, I know it's your money, but shorting here is a no-brainer. Even if it goes down, I mean, this is really a bad spot to be in new money short. If you're shorting here and then you get a bounce back up to 230, what are you going to do here? You're just going to average down on your short position, or you're going to cover, and that could lead to a massive rally here on Apple stock. So, big names like Apple, you don't want to be short. We did short, and I did show you guys that play a couple days ago when Apple was trading right here at 240. We took a short position, Apple 230 puts, and unfortunately we did not hold past 220. Otherwise, I mean, these contracts, they're up like 400-500%. So yes, if it's up, it's going up, and it's the right spot, you can short it. But shorting when things are oversold is definitely not a good spot to be in right here on Apple. On Microsoft, it's up 2.58%, so big bounce on Friday, and you can see we got up to almost $390. Now, we finally got this big bullish engulfing candle. We had this before, but we did not get any follow through. So, I'm not gonna, actually go after this candle that much here in this video. We actually had decent volume, but nothing like here. So, what I would like to see here on Microsoft, get over 390 and keep pushing up to 396, possibly over 400. That's going to look extremely bullish for a move back up to the upside. Now, if this is just a dead cat bounce, watch out. 390 does not break, and we come back down to 384. And if that's out, it's coming back down to 379, 380, and possibly down to even lower Bollinger Band all the way down here at 373.50. On Tesla stock is up 3.86%. So big rally here on Tesla once again on Friday. And Tesla definitely was really oversold. We called it before. and now you can see it's bouncing off of those levels, especially right here after filling that gap fill reversal definitely happening, and now it's actually moving higher and trading over this 5-day moving average. So now Tesla gets a pullback. There will be strong support near 240 to 238 from this moving average, and the support itself right here at 240. As long as Tesla is over that, we might see a push up to 258. From there, it can come up to 263 to even 280. On Amazon stock, it's up 2% on Friday. So Amazon is up, but it's not up by that much where I can say, Amazon looking extremely bullish. It's not even over 200. We did not even retest 200 on Friday's session. So Amazon is holding over 196 5-day moving average. That's going to be a key line in the sand. We go below that, it might dump all the way down to 190 to close this gap. Now, 200 breaks. In that case, Amazon can move up to 202, possibly up to even 209, and then 212. On Google stock, it's up on Friday 1.75%. So Google came back up, but you can see right here, Google actually not over 170, and I think it's barely holding 167. Yes, 167. This blue moving average on your screen, 5-day, which is Google actually holding into closing. So 167, your line the sand, and then 165, 162. To the upside, 167 can hold and Google can break over 170. We might see a push up to 172.25 to close this gap, and over that it can come up to even 176, and then we can talk about possibly this gap on top over 180. On Meta, it's up near 3% on Friday and it's trading over 600, also trading over, I think, this 5-day moving average, blue line right here on your screen, 604 to 605. So in between 604 to 600, your key line in the sand going into Monday session. 5-day moving average and the support itself 600. As long as we're over that, we might see a push up to 614, and then we got pretty much got an inside day here on Meta. If this thing can push over 614, then game on for a move up to possibly 638. To the downside, below 600, it's gonna be no man's land. You're going to see a flush all the way down to these lows down here, 587 to even 573, to this lower Bollinger Band, and then right down here at 558. On Netflix, also getting a strong bounce, up 3% on Friday, but it's nothing but, if you look at my screen, it's forming a bear flag. And let me just put it right on the screen so you guys can see it clearly. So yes, it's up by a significant amount on Friday, but if you look at the trend, it's actually a downtrend, and we are definitely bear flagging right here on this daily time frame. So if this thing breaks below 904 to 900, we might see a push all the way back down to 842. Now, if this is not going to play out, we need to get over 936. And if that holds, we're out of the woods, and you're going to see Netflix going higher here at 964 to this 20-day moving average, and possibly up to even 1,000. On AMD, it's up near 3%, and AMD actually over 100, but AMD cannot actually put in a bottom, not just yet. So AMD here, guys, your key line in the sand to the downside. First one will be 100, and below that 95.66. Underneath that level, it might be going down to 93 and then 91 to this lower Bollinger Band. As long as we're over 100, it looks like these moving averages now actually are curling back up. So if this thing is over 100, we might see a push up to 104 to retest this white line on your screen, 20-day moving average, which is a negative slope. So it's going to be hard to break over 104, and I'm just rounding things up. It's 103.82. These moving averages, they move every day. So you'll see a different thing on Monday session might be 104. So 104, that level has to break, and then it's off to the races all the way back up to 110. On Nvidia stock, it's up 5.27%. So Nvidia stock alive and well. And why? This is the only thing that is actually holding up this entire market. You can see Nvidia strong bounce from this level 107, and now it's over 118. But what we have here on the screen, we got high, we got a lower high, another lower high, and then you can see lower lows also forming here on this daily time frame. Now, this was the lowest low just recently we got on Nvidia, and we're coming off of these lows down here, 107, And now we can set up another lower high, and it could be here, guys, 126 to 130. This is going to be the area that I'm looking at it. This could be a short opportunity here on Nvidia as long as this thing does not break out. But again, it's Nvidia stock, so unless you have an really good game plan, don't go and blindly short it, thinking that it's gonna just get a rejection here at a lower high and then it's gonna make a new low. But the trend is down, and you can see lower highs and lower lows right from this high. Since then, Nvidia did not go back up to these all-time highs, or did not even break over this high right here. It just coming off with these massive bearish engulfing candles from that earnings just a couple of weeks ago. So Nvidia is looking promising. I can tell you that from these lows we got a strong bounce, and even Friday it was the star of the show. Nvidia was rallying. It was up, I think, over 6%. So going into Monday's session, guys, your key line is in 118. Underneath that level, that opens the door for a lower low, and possibly will take out this low 107. And if that's out, it's going down to 96. To the upside, as long as we're over 118, watch out for a push up to 126 to 130 next week on Nvidia.